gave me the that's the bosses. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm P-Lo, time to bring the bass bird.
Coach, we're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Washington Redskins. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now 2 years in the making, Darius Geis's first NFL carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And this matchup, an important one for Week 1, an NFC East bout right off the bat. These two teams have met twice a year since 1936. 168 meetings overall. And the Redskins lead the series, but the Eagles, they have won 4 straight against these Washington Redskins.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. This is Chris Thompson in his 7th season now as a Redskin. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a man in his 13th NFL season. It's Adrian Peterson. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Nigel Bradham brings him down. They go play action now. Haskins hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up.
And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Now the first career carry. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Watch out. Tight here, listen. 4 down, check, 4 down.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ryan Anderson gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Fielded at about the 28th. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Tackle made there by Budda Baker.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Haskins. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And he finds McLaurin. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
They'll run with Geis. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3rd down. Here's Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at his 4. solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands and make the offense move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
He'll hit Jackson, complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there,
man. Wentz now on 1st down. And this one's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Come on, D.
To throw, it's Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 44-yard line. Carson Wentz beginning his 4th NFL season here in this ball game, and the last 2 years he was not in the postseason with his teammates, including that Super Bowl run in Super Bowl 52 in Minneapolis. Was limited to 13 games that year with the ACL injury. Last year, 11 games with back issues. But now Nick Foles, who took his spot, he's in Jacksonville, and all pressure and all eyes are on number 11 in 2019. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And that is Allen still down following the play. Appears to be shaken up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full street.
Now Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Howard all alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
But he decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of the times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll have a 1st down past the 40. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a run with Geis. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go. Here we go.
He'll get the first down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He was looking for Paul Richardson there.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Wentz on the give to Sanders. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Wentz flushed out right. It's caught by Sanders. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. They'll run on 1st down. Sanders, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
There we go, Pac-Man. Waiting. Hey, pick your game up. Listen.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
Bullet high.
51.
Sunday. You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
On first down, it's Sanders. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On 2nd and 7, Wentz, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Solid.
They'll run with Sanders, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. A first update now out of Jacksonville. The Jaguars extending their lead to a couple of touchdowns now. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. Haskins looking to throw on first down. That's going to be caught by Richardson. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
A false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15.
56 to Mike.
A final shot before half for Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we're at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted. Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on third. From the gun, it's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Geis. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jared Cook, 31 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. But
is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Wentz. Aguilar has it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he'll get 3 up to midfield.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From midfield now on 2nd down. Haskins, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From midfield now, Haskins. And he finds Cook.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable, and there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Wentz now to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now they toss out wide to Sanders. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that is incomplete. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. It's a pickup of 6, and that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 3rd down, Thompson, and he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. On 1st down, this is Geis. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
from just shy of midfield. Haskins. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. And his throw is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 16. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They run with Howard. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line.
On 2nd and 1, Wentz. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Guys showing he's going to be an important part of this Redskin backfield as he's in there again for first down. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. The offense on third down tonight, can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. This is Geis, and he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Geis. Now Geis stripped. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Redskins on third down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This is 3rd and 14. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Play action. Haskins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Back to the air on second down. Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 38.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with a tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Geis again. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Third down, it's Adrian Peterson. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.